And hello, welcome back to another
Yeah.
episode of Unearthed Evidence. I'm Jen,
And I'm Gina.
and we're back to today. We're talking about a another case that's here in Arizona, just because that's what I found. Apparently, we got a lot of people that go missing out here. Um,
Yeah.
she, her name is Amy Anderson, and she has been missing for missing. I believe she was found dead. 100%. Like they know that she is not missing.
Oh,
But she has been found dead in Pinal County. It is a homicide case, 20-year-old homicide case. Um, so Amy Anderson lived in Pinal County, which is just the county above ours. So you have been able, Gina, to get in touch with her um, from the
hmm
other side. So give me your story. Tell me what she's got to say.
okay. So, just to recap real quick, so I'm a psychic medium. So the first thing I do is pick up psychic information, and then if the dead want to speak, I do speak to them. What I got from this case, when I saw her picture, the first thing I got, and I don't know anything about her death, I don't know anything about the case. I got the right side of the head, the top right side near the eye, very hard. And the second thing I got, which was really interesting, was friend. So this was somebody she knew. Then as I began to work with it a little bit more, trying to tap in, I got that this was some connection through work. It could be a work friendship and or a relationship. There was some connection between these two. They could have met at work and or they worked together. Now she, as a person, she was very funny. She was a spitfire. She considers herself to be a good friend and a good person. Like she was very solid, and she was very stable. That was the one thing I got. But at some point down the road, something happened, and that was through this connection with that other person. And she was very stable. She was good with her money. But then she began to lose money. So this could be a personal relationship or a work relationship. I believe it was toxic. I believe the other person had some sort of either, um, they were into illegal activities. Somehow she got into it. I couldn't get if she was using or not, but all of a sudden her stability started going, her money started going. And like I said, the work, she met them at work or she had worked with them was very, very strong with drug use. Person was going broke. She was going broke, but there was a reason she couldn't leave. She was stuck. So I don't know if she moved this person in or she moved in with them, but she began like they were just draining the life out of her. And I believe that the person that she was involved with was being watched. That they were being watched, either
Watched
by
how?
watch meaning like maybe they were involved with other people, so they were somehow under surveillance. I didn't get enforcement surveillance. I got
Okay.
another type of surveillance.
Okay.
So yeah. And then she just had so many obligations, like she was going into debt seriously, like she just went downhill quick, unfortunately, with this connection. Someone, yeah, was watching. It was a male. It was a male. So I believe her demise came through her connection with this other person that she was in a either business relationship or a physical connection with. And this person was really, really bad, really toxic, and into some illegal activities. And he was being followed and he was being observed. Maybe he owed money. Um, but and maybe they couldn't pay. But I do feel for her something on the right side of the head, and I felt like close to the eye, so I did feel the top ear. So let me see what you got. What does the case say?
All right. So the case, let me get it pulled up here. So, Pinal County is the county just above mine, out here in Arizona. So there's a lot of desert area, a lot of land in between areas. And she was 32 years old at the time, found dead in a desert area near Interstate 8 and Stanfield Road on November 17th, 1998. Excuse me. So this is 20 plus years. in the making. What now?
Yeah.
30,
Yeah.
almost 30. In
Yeah.
28 it'll be 30. But the sheriff's office reopened the case and trying to find some closure for the Anderson family. Um, the family reported Amy missing 10 days before her body was discovered.
Wow.
Yeah, so the family said the last thing that she did before she disappeared was drive a neighbor to Circle K.
Mhm.
And um I guess Stanfield is a community just west of Casa Grande. I don't know where that's at, but her van was found abandoned at the Stanfield Elementary School.
Mhm.
And they've been, you know, they really haven't had anything. Nothing at all. They have a couple of phone numbers set up. Excuse me. They have a line called Silent Witness line, which is
Okay.
480 witness, WITNESS. Or you can call the Pinal County Sheriff's Office at 520-866-5111 if you have any information on this particular case for Amy Anderson. But they really do not have much at all to go on. She was the mother of 3 children.
Mm.
Um, she was very much very friendly and helpful. She was married and
Wow.
the mother of 3 children. Yep. And sadly, they don't have anything to go on for this case at all. There's a whole lot of nothing. So, I don't know when they found her, what state she was in. I know it's really hot out here.
Hmm.
In November, it's not. So maybe her body was little less decomposed when they found her,
Yeah.
even though they found her
Hmm.
10 days later. It's
Yeah.
kind of wishy washy out here at night. Around this time, it's really chilly. It's between 30, 40, 50 degrees at night. In the daytime, it can get up to 90.
Hmm.
It's been between 80 and 90 for the last week here,
Hmm.
and we
Yeah.
actually have just had rain. I slept 12 hours yesterday because of a migraine. So like we've had the clouds rolling in and stuff like that. So in 98, depending on what the weather was, she may be a little bit more preserved versus like some of the people that I've seen get autopsied that have been out in the desert for
Yeah.
even just in a wash, which is just a little riverbed in the middle of a residential area, or, somewhere where the water flows regularly when it rains too much during monsoon season. If they've been found in a wash, even after 3 days, it looks like a raisin. The person could look like a raisin and be completely decomposed. Their insides could be completely liquid. So, depending on what the weather was back in 98, there's no telling what the autopsy found. And I did request records and I got an immediate response back like, nope, sorry, we're not giving you anything because it is an open case. So any
Yeah.
of the cases that we cover that are open homicide investigations, we will not be getting any information on.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. It happens. That's just law enforcement covering their butt, making sure nothing gets leaked out or anything like that that they don't want, that only the murderer would know. But
Well, hopefully her family or they are watching this and can take a few of these clues, like somebody she worked with
yes,
who was a friend of hers,
yes.
and could have been involved in some illegal activity. Or they can even talk to if she was still married or she was happily married. Was she
Mhm.
stepping out on her spouse? These are things they need to be looking into because,
100%
I'm picking up
plausible.
very strong and then
Yes.
very, very strong that she was trying to help somebody and was losing money, losing money, losing
And
money.
and it wouldn't surprise me, from what I've read about this woman. She was, a very sweet woman. And I hope that we can figure out some form of closure for her so that she
Yeah.
can her family can, kind of be at ease. She's got 3 children, that's
Yeah.
rough. And all she was doing was taking a neighbor to the Circle K, which, I mean, if you have a Circle K in your neighborhood and you know anything about Circle K, they're trash.
So I have a quick question. So she took the neighbor to the Circle K,
Mhm.
then dropped the neighbor home, and then she went missing?
That I did not
We
I
don't
did
know
not
yet.
get. I
Okay.
don't think that she even made it home, which
Okay.
concerns me if that's the case. Um,
So did the neighbor make it home?
that's what I'm trying to figure out is if,
Yeah.
did she get taken home? Did she,
Yeah.
was she even everything that I find is just the same basic information.
Yeah.
And that's why I don't like that's why I can't stand only being able to use other information that we find um online, because it's like there's not even very much up. Literally, when I go to Google and I Google Amy Anderson, Pinal County, there is Tucson.com news, and then there's saddlebagnotes.com. And that was the only one that I could really get much out of. And then they start with Supreme Court upholds death sentence, attorneys in Pinal County, mugshots in Pinal County. And it's just like, I wonder if this is her too. Yep, this is her. Hold on.
Did we find out did she have any sort of injury on the top right side of her head?
There's nothing
There's nothing.
stated, and
Wow.
they're
Okay.
not going to tell
They're
us
not going to.
because
Okay.
it's an open case.
Okay.
So her
Fair
husband's
enough.
name is Roger. She had 2 daughters, Kimberly and Lindsay, and a
Mm,
son, Zachary. And they all resided in Stanfield.
mm,
Her parents, according to her obituary, her parents, let's see. Well,
mother.
Miss Anderson was a homemaker, so she didn't really work,
Yeah.
and a member of the First Baptist Church of Stanfield. So maybe it was somebody from the church.
Was
Most
or
of her
somebody.
family,
Yeah.
most of her family is located in the Phoenix area, it looks like. So, but as far as any other type of information, nobody has it out there. Nobody.
Well, hopefully, some family or friends will see this and, reach out and take some of this information or reach out with other clues because I am sure, I mean, if she didn't work with this person, they were a good friend. They knew
Yeah.
each other.
And actually, I'm
Yeah.
going to show you a picture of her if I can
Okay.
find it. Boom, boom, boom. Where's my picture? Why can't I find the picture? Sorry, my husband's coughing in the background. Of course. Of course, this doesn't want to. Let's see. Nope. Oh, it's so annoying when it doesn't do. There we go. There's
Okay.
Amy.
Okay. There she is. Yeah. Share screen. There
That's
she is.
Amy.
Yes.
That is Amy. She looks like she's 12. She's just got the most innocent face. Does she not?
Hmm. She does, but she was very, the words that came to me were spitfire. And
Hmm.
she was very funny too. She had a good sense of humor,
That
but
would
she was a
make
solid
sense.
person. She was a
That would
solid
make
person.
sense. The
Yeah, she was
the
very stable.
people who usually look, the quiet ones, those people are usually the ones you got to look out for. I'm sure if you crossed her the wrong way, she was some
Yeah.
force to be reckoned with. But yep, that is our Amy, and that is who we are working hard to figure out what happened to her. So, if you
So
guys have anything,
yeah. And
are you
now
getting
I
any
don't
more,
know.
Gino?
Well, I had written down, forgot the person was going to be broken up with. So this could have either been an affair or with
Uh,
a friend or maybe even her spouse. I mean, we
Mhm.
don't know a lot of times in marriages what goes
Right.
on between people.
Exactly.
So if any
Yeah.
of that sounds familiar to her friends and family, I hopefully they can turn those clues into the police right away.
Yeah. And
And
we,
hopefully the police see this. We're always available to talk with anything that we got. We're happy to work with any agency should they
absolutely.
decide to reach out to us.
Yep. And of course, you guys have any questions or any leads, please contact the Pinal County Sheriff's Department. But if you don't feel comfortable doing that, you can send it to us and I'll contact them. I I have no
Yeah.
problem talking to law enforcement, but I know some people do, and that's okay. I don't want that to deter anyone from, getting some answers or just even sending in a tip of some sort. There's also Crime
Yeah.
Stoppers. Crime Stoppers is always anonymous if you don't feel comfortable calling the police directly. But they do get every lead that they get gets researched. So just letting you know, any police department, every single lead that they get gets researched. Now, what they do with that lead is on them, but we
You know,
definitely,
I'm wondering, and I don't, this just came up right now. If she didn't work and the husband did, could the affair have been on his side?
maybe.
Could this be somebody that he was involved with per se? And we're
Mhm.
not saying that he is or
No,
he
no, we're
was. We're
not at
just
all.
throwing out
Ideas and
theories.
possibilities.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
So, but yeah, there again, another one where there's not much to go on. We don't
yeah.
have anything from the police because they don't give out information for ongoing open cases, which is understandable. Um,
Yeah.
hopefully, the next one we pick will get some information,
Yeah.
but like
Yeah.
physical papers or something. Give me something to go on. But yeah, I'm
Yeah.
only getting anything from that we're finding online, and how much can you trust online? So
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
trust, Gina, I trust you 100% with everything that you come with from the spirit world and everything that comes to you from the other side. I would believe that before I'd believe anything online. So
Well,
um
with psychic information, it's never exactly, it's bits and pieces, and that's
yep,
why it's good to work with the family and or law enforcement. We give them the information, they run down those clues, and then they put the pieces together. But it's
right.
never like 100%. It's bits and pieces of here and there.
Yeah.
But hopefully, whatever we got will definitely help in any way to find and track down what happened to this beautiful human being.
Mhm. And again, if you guys have any information, you can email us. You can call the Pinal County Sheriff's Department, call Crime Stoppers. You can be anonymous through Crime Stoppers. So I understand
Yes.
that, it's stressful if you have information. That stuff just tends to eat at you if you can't get the information where it needs to be. And if you feel like you're going to get questioned even more, a lot of people don't want to, they want to be anonymous, and through Crime Stoppers you can. So definitely give them a call. But
Yeah.
until then, if you guys have any cases that you're aware of, cases that you know of that you might want us to investigate and research and see what we can come up with, please email us your information and then we'll get back to you. There's some times where there's some things we just can't do if there's no way you have the information. We'll do the best that we can to get to you what we can, and maybe
Yeah.
we can even have you on to talk about the person that you're missing, um, whether it's through a senseless crime or someone you just don't know what happened to them. So definitely give us an email, shoot us an email. We will get back to you. We'll return email first and then we'll try and give you a call. But um, definitely, if you have anything, let us know. Unfortunately, we don't have much going with Amy. We just want to get the case out there. So just
Yeah.
in case anybody has any information. So, Gina, do you have anything else?
Nope, that's what I got. I'm hoping that somebody, like I said, seen this and or law enforcement sees this and runs those clues and to take a look. If they claim she was happily married, I'd be looking at the spouse. If they need to look deeper into her life, there was some sort of friendship. And if it wasn't on her side from work, it could have been on the spouse's side. So they need to definitely look into that 100%.
Yeah, that makes sense. And,
Yeah.
until we can pull reports and see what the
Yeah.
autopsy says,
Yeah.
we're pretty much at a standstill. So,
That's what we got.
yep. So, anyways, we're unearthed evidence. We are looking forward to many, many more of these, you know, cases where we can dig in and cases where we can bring up things that have happened, people bring them to light, things you might not have been aware of in your area. So we look
Right.
forward to it, and as always, Gina, thank you for your amazing insight, and we are definitely looking forward to getting many more cases to you. So thank you
Yeah.
so much, and you guys have a good rest of the week.
Bye bye for now. See you
Bye.
next week.